Good morning. My eyes always start to water the second I try to read. Oh. Good morning. Hi, Terry. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope everybody's well. I hope you all slept well. It's so nice not to have to run out and go to school. Awesome. To just be able to stay in the house in my onesie. It's Thursday. Michael is on his way home from the Atlanta airport. Haven't seen him since Sunday, and I was gone until Friday of last week. So when I say we made it this week, we made it another week, just remember that we haven't been together in 2 weeks, so that it's really easy to make it another week when you weren't even together. Anyway, the girls had friends sleep over, so they're all playing now. And my son literally was like, I need all these girls away from my life. I was like, I get it, buddy. I totally get it. I have a sore muscle in my shoulder blade on the right side, and I cannot tell you how bad it hurts. So bad. It hurts so bad. I don't know how to stretch it or what to do, but it's freaking killing me. I'm getting a massage on Monday, but I'm not gonna make it. It's like a knot in my shoulder blade. It's horrible. So anyway, I feel like I share everything with you guys. I think my goldfish is dying. And it's not that big of a deal. It's just, a goldfish. But I was trying to explain to Charlie this morning, who really wasn't listening to me. Take the bad arm and stretch it under your other arm. Oh, like this kind of stuff. It hurts so bad. And anyway, I was trying to explain to Charlie that the fish is like any other relationship. The fish just is alone, eating the same things, doing the same things. There's no stimulation. There's no attention paid. There's no, nothing. Try spreading your feet shoulder width and bending over at the waist. Okay. And Charlie was looking at me like I was crazy. Real talk. She was like, what? And I'm like, here's the thing about the goldfish, right? It's just a fish, I know. But with anything in our life, if we don't tend to it, if we don't pay attention to it, it will eventually sink to the bottom of the tank and die. That is just a fact. Maybe it sounds morbid. Maybe I'm in a space. Maybe I'm, emotional or in my feelings, as they say, or whatever. But the truth is that I feel like if my children had tended to the fish better, if I wasn't constantly reminding them to feed the fish, if I wasn't constantly saying we need to change the water, if I wasn't constantly saying like, Charlie, did you talk to George at all? Did you like spend any time with the fish? She was like, no, everything is no. It's like any relationship in the world. You gotta like tend to it. You gotta pay attention to it. You have to like nurture it. And I know you guys are like, Jamie, it's a goldfish, you're losing your mind. But it's just a metaphor for the way that we care for the things in our life. Are we caring for them, or are we just watching them sink to the bottom of the tank and die? Seriously. And then what? It sinks to the bottom of the tank to die. And we just go, oh, well, it's just a fish. Well, like, maybe not. Maybe. But, like, maybe not. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it would have been different had we cared for George a little better. Had we paid attention to George. Had we really nurtured George. Had we tried talking to George. Had we fed George when we said we were going to feed George. I don't know. Maybe he's just a fish and it's his time to go. But maybe he wouldn't be hanging out on the bottom of the tank, gasping for air. Just saying. We don't know. But if we don't start teaching our kids early how to tend to the relationships in our lives and the commitments that we make and the living things around us, they're just going to let all the damn fish hang out on the bottom of the tank and gasp for air. It's really, really sad. And inevitably, there will be somebody who is watching this going, it's just a fish, Jamie. Well, you know what? It's not just a fish. It's not just a cat. It's not just a dog. It's not just a friend. It's not just a relationship. It's not just a marriage. It's things like, I'm sorry. I know you guys know how I feel about infidelity, but like it cracks me up when people come to me and confess that they have not tended to their relationship in years and then are shocked and appalled and hurt that somebody went to a different gardener to get their weeds plucked. Like, are you effing kidding me? I am telling you right now, I am not that honorable. If you don't tend to me for years, I will find a gardener who will, and I don't give an F-U-C-K what anybody thinks. But Jamie, that's against God. Well, you know what? So is ignoring your garden. Marriage is not just saying, or relationships or friendships or whatever is not just saying like, I'm here. You know what I mean? And what if the weed plucker goes away for 65% of the time? So what? Michael and I are apart 65% of the time. You tend to your damn garden. You don't let your significant other fall to the bottom of the tank and gasp for air. You just don't do it. And then you stand there watching it die going, I think it's dying. Oh my, I don't understand. It's dying. Yeah. You don't understand? It's dying. It is what it is. Okay, so Charlie's going to learn. She's going to learn. If you don't take care, so I set out the water right now, and the water is like oxygenating or whatever. It's not even a word, but like you're supposed to set the water out for 2 days before you change the water in the tank. So I set the water out last night, and tonight we will change the water in the fish tank, and we will see if we can revive this boy or girl. But it takes work to love the things around you. It takes work to tend to your garden. It takes work to keep living things off the bottom of the tank. It just does. It takes work. And the work is not good a lot of times. Let's be honest. It's not good all the time. And sometimes you don't even want to do the damn work. Sometimes you actually hope that the fish dies. So, you gotta everyone's like, if the fish floats, he's done. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna write a children's book. Right. Charlie and the dying goldfish. That's really a metaphor for your significant other. Okay. When I talk and people say, unless significant other suffers from depression, etc., and becomes abusive. Yes, of course, unless that. I can't give a disclaimer on every thing because I would never get to make a point because I would be giving a million disclaimers, right? Unless your gardener becomes Jeffrey Dahmer and starts eating people, then you should probably leave or let the garden die. Unless yes, all of the disclaimers, absolutely. But I'm going to write a children's book about tending to your fish and what happens when you don't and then the fish dies. And then when the mothers read it to the kids or the fathers, they're going to go, oh, this is a metaphor. The garden is my wife's vagina. And I should probably tend to that garden better. Or, by the way, my husband's vagina. Works both ways, people. And friendships. Really, and more importantly, today, I'm talking about friendships because it is amazing to me the expectation that women will have for other women. You don't call, you don't invite, you don't hang out, you don't do anything. And then you want to know why somebody acts a certain way or feels some type of way. Cracks me up. You can't just let friendships sink to the bottom of the fish tank, right? Gasping for air. And then got the nerve to poke it and go, I think this friendship might be dying. You think? You think this little filter in this friendship tank is going to keep this friendship alive? No, absolutely not. From my mood for 2020 going into 2020 now is fuck that. If I find myself sinking to the bottom of the tank with you, I'm not dying. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not dying. I will leap my ass into another tank and leave you where you sit. Leave you where did she go? I can't find her in the tank. She's not here. No, she's not here. She left. I feel like I give and give. And you know what's so funny is when your energy is big and your energy is infectious, people want that. They're energy vampires, right? They want that attention. They want that whatever. And when you take it away from them, you don't act ugly. You don't come out of your face. You don't get out of your character, whatever. You just take your energy away. They notice it and you're moving funny. You're moving different. Am I? Because I've been on the bottom of the tank gasping for air and now you notice because I'm belly up? No. Not interested. I'm just not. And the thing is I'm not making any big declarations for 2020. 2019 was just fine. It was a transition year for me. Started a new business, whatever. Got gray hair. It was a transition year for me, but I don't need to make some big declaration like 2020 is going to be some big shit for me. I've been saying that since like 1981. Okay? But I'm just not floating on the bottom of a tank anymore for anyone. I'm just not. I'm tired. And you know what I noticed? That when I came out of, like, pulled myself out of the, like, shitty tank relationships with people this year, I didn't miss them. And everybody tried to make me feel guilty about missing them. Like, you've been friends with her for 20 years. Don't you miss her? Like, nah, I don't. I do not. I'm sorry. I don't miss them. My life is easier. True story. I know it sounds terrible. I'm just not floating for people anymore. I'm just not. Your cheap dollar store filters are not keeping me oxygenated. Okay? I don't want your shitty tank relationship. I just don't. And if you are the person who let somebody else float on the bottom of the tank and you're listening to this right now and you're going, I think I did this and I don't feel good. I think I miss this person. I think I miss this friendship. I think I miss whatever. Stop wasting your time. Get to it right now. Change the water in the tank. Move the little pineapple house around. Clean the rocks and say, hey, I let you go to the bottom. I didn't mean that. I don't want that. I want better for you, for us. Otherwise, fuck your shitty tank relationship. I'm good. Okay? All right, that's my metaphor. I'm sure I'm reading too much into it. It was really just my fishes, I think, dying. I love you guys so much today. I'm going to go Christmas shopping today. So if you see me out and about and I'm talking to myself, mind your business. I'm having some sort of family meeting, staff meeting with myself to try to figure out what I need to buy. Okay? I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a great, great day.